now, yeah, PASW staff, clients, and friends joining us for a lovely Thursday, already through the week pretty much. Tomorrow we're going to see film scoring results for Milagro Beanfield. Can't wait for that. We got a little boogie woogie action yesterday with Louis Jordan, one of the founders of early rock and roll music, and that was almost too much fun. Today we're going to have a lot of fun, but let me know if it's too much. And we're going to look at a place that I didn't really think I'd be talking about, but we all learn new things as we move on in life, and you'll enjoy this. This is part of our LA cultural history. So we should just dive right into it. Today we're going to look at the gorgeous mansion, unlike any other mansion maybe in the world. We're going to go to Beverly Hills. We're going to get glitzy and get fancy and have a ball. We're going to look at the Greystone mansion. Where is Greystone Mansion? I mean, I did say Beverly Hills, but I mean, let's get back home. Let's go to the town that you love, John loves, Lloyd loves, Megan loves. We all love this place. This is home to the perfect climate. Remember, we looked at Bullock's Wilshire with the automobile, and the advent of the automobile, it being different, and then Hollywood, right? Those three things make it different. And Bullock's was a lot of fun last week, at least for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. We need to be aware of our surroundings as Angelinos. So yeah, this is where it is, the big house. It was a wedding present. I hope my wedding present, if I do get one, is something a little bit like this, because this is just gorgeous. It's in Beverly Hills for the most part. Beverly Hills, we know that place, right? It's actually named after a place in Massachusetts, which I didn't know. And it's home to the most expensive stores in the world. Also, the first cheesecake factory opens there in 1978. So I didn't know they were overcharging for that long. And but it is the most filmed city in the world, Beverly Hills. So when you think of movies, that's quite a thing to say. So just wanted to kind of show you, the town Beverly Hills is in, where this beautiful mansion is located. So let's look up our little timeline, because this is another important year, 1928. So if you remember, Bullock's Wilshire was 1929. This is the same year as City Hall was built. Okay, so this is the real early construction of Los Angeles as a real city. And we talked about downtown being the center of everything in the early 1900s. And then by the 20s, we're getting expansion west. And we're getting more money coming in, thanks to, and we're going to talk a little bit about, where does that money come from? It comes from oil, and we're going to talk about Edward Doheny. You've probably taken the Doheny Street before. It's actually a beautiful street to take. And he and another buddy in 1892, they strike oil. This guy's penniless, Doheny. He comes from nothing, somewhere in the Midwest, someplace I'll probably never visit, and he comes out to LA, and they strike it. Do you want to know where they strike it? They strike it in Echo Park. Take a look just real quick, because this is important, because this is where all the money from the city, it's for better or worse, good money, bad money, oil money, whatever you want to call it. But it's now kind of a swimming pool. But it was this area around Dodger Stadium too, and this is what made Doheny one of the richest men in the whole world, really. Why am I talking about Doheny? Well, he gives his son, Edward Jr., they call him Ned. They called him Ned. He was married to this lovely lady from Pasadena, and this was a gift, the wedding present. The Greystone Mansion was a wedding present. It's right now an official park in Beverly Hills now. It's a Tudor revival mansion. Greystone because it was gray. The color was kind of grayish, so that's why they called it Greystone. It's also called the Doheny Mansion, but formal English gardens, and it's just beautiful. Designed by Gordon Kaufman, who's the architect. Gordon Kaufman did the Masonic Clubhouse, which is the Geffen Playhouse right now. He did Santa Anita Racetrack in 1934. Probably most famous for the Hoover Dam. And I don't condone cursing in this class. I said, but it's Dam, D-A-M, so Hoover Dam. He did the 1935 LA Times building, which is beautiful. And he also did the 1940 Hollywood Palladium. We did a class on the Palladium so long ago. So great architect. 55 rooms, 46,000 square feet, situated on 16 acres. Yeah, plenty of room, I would say, to, stables, and I mean, just plenty of room to never really leave home at all. It cost about $4 million back then, about $60 million today. So that's a lot of money. So in 1929 is when the Doheny Jr. Moves in, but within 5 months there's a murder. Yes, there's a little bit of a murder mystery associated with this house. Doheny has a friend, Hugh Plunkett, kind of his valet. There was some indication maybe they were more than friends, but it's kind of his best friend. And they were drinking one night in one of the rooms, and they both pulled a gun on each other. And it was kind of considered a murder-suicide. They both died. Something weird happened. We don't know. But there was an argument that ensued, and the people in the house heard gunshots, and they came in and they were both dead. So we're not really sure what happened. It might have just been an argument, and they both shot each other. Some people point out that Doheny's gun was the murder weapon, and so there's some scandal. Well, the wife lived on for a little bit. She remarried and lived in the house until about 1955. So she got to enjoy it for a long part. And then she sold the grounds to the Truesdale estate, and they developed it, and it became a city park in 1971, and added to the National Register of Historic Places. And it really is. I mean, it's just. I mean, gosh, it's so cool. It's like I said, it's a public park. It's been used for filming. There's so many movies that were filmed there. If you do want to film your movie there, you can rent it out to film inside for $10,000 a day. So that's something to think about. As we take a look inside, you can see how gorgeous everything is. It's built of steel, concrete, Indiana limestone, and when you enter it, you can see the hand railings, an arched frame stairway, and I love the black and white marble floors, elaborate living room with a balcony where musicians perform concerts. Yeah, even they do concerts and plays there, but. A bowling alley that was in the famous movie There Will Be Blood, that last scene. Kitchen had a pantry and a large adjoining wall safe that was used to store the family's silver. It had servants' quarters on 2 floors, and that accommodated a live-in staff of 15. So, 15 people, just, servants to run this house. A lot of the Rush Hour movies were filmed here. One of my favorites, The Big Lebowski, was filmed here. Austin Powers. It can be used for so many great things. I've never been inside personally, but I've been just walking around it, and I think it's very cool that you can go for free and just picnic or look around the gardens, waterfalls. Just something I really wanted to kind of show you guys. Just it's in our backyard, or not my backyard, but the backyard of LA. I mean, great views of all over all over LA. So just a little flavor of Greystone Mansion. Yeah, we will take a field trip up there. So don't know when, but we will. So hope you enjoyed this class. The Doheny Mansion, Edward Doheny, and the murder that took place. And but despite all that, just a real presence of beauty and aesthetic. So that's that. Okay, tomorrow's film scoring results. Can't wait for that. Have a great rest of the day. Thanks for tuning in. Love you, and I miss you. And yeah, I'm going to be here tomorrow. You know that. Okay, I've said it all. Bye.